What if I told you you could lose 70% of your kidney function and still feel completely normal? No pain, no warning, no emergency room visit, no dramatic symptom, just silent damage happening year after year. And by the time many people find out, they're sitting in a nephrologist's office hearing things like stage 4 kidney disease, dialysis, transplant, and they're wondering, how did this happen? If you've ever looked at your lab work and thought, I don't know what any of this means, you are not alone. Most people know their cholesterol, their hemoglobin A1C, but very few people know the labs that tell us if the kidneys are silently failing. Today, I'm going to explain this to you in plain English, because understanding these numbers could literally change your future. Hey neighbors, I'm Erica, the neighborhood NP. I work in nephrology and dialysis, and every week I meet patients who tell me, nobody ever explained my kidney numbers to me, so let's fix that. Let's start with creatinine. Creatinine is a waste product that is produced by your muscles. Everybody has creatinine in their body, and a normal creatinine is 0.8 to 0.9. Now that can fluctuate depending on your muscle mass. So younger people who bodybuild might have a higher creatinine and still have great kidney function as compared to someone who, let's say, is a paraplegic and have muscle wasting in the lower part of their body. They might have a lower creatinine, and that doesn't mean that their kidneys are not functioning just as well. Your muscles make creatinine every single day, just by walking, running, working, getting out of the bed, just living your life. Your body is constantly producing creatinine, and healthy kidneys remove it. Think of creatinine like trash, and your kidneys are the sanitation department. When the sanitation department is working, the trash gets picked up. But when it's not working, or when it's a holiday or an off schedule, that trash starts to build up, and that is similar to how creatinine builds up in your system when your kidneys are not functioning properly. Creatinine isn't the problem, it's the smoke. The real question is, what's causing the fire? Here's where patients get tricked up. They tell me, my creatinine only went from 1.3 to 1.9. Only? That tiny change can represent a significant decrease in the function of your kidneys. Because kidney disease doesn't progress like a gas gauge on its way to empty. It's not linear. A seemingly small change can cause a very big story. And here's the crazy part. I've had patients whose kidneys were declining for years, and they felt completely fine. One of the most dangerous things about kidney disease is that feeling okay does not mean that your kidneys are okay. Now let's talk about eGFR. GFR stands for glomerular filtration rate. And this is the number I wish everyone understood. Forget the fancy name. Here's what it means. How much blood can your kidneys clean every minute? That's it. Think of your kidneys as coffee filters. The better the filter works, the cleaner the coffee. The better your kidneys work, the cleaner the blood. eGFR tells us how efficient the kidneys are at cleaning your blood. When nephrologists look at your labs, we're often paying closer attention to the trend versus the actual number, because numbers tell stories and trends tell futures. Your doctor isn't treating a lab value. They're trying to understand the story that your kidneys are telling. Here's the relationship that everyone should know. When your creatinine goes up, your GFR goes down, because when waste goes up, the filtering slows down. One rises and one falls. They work like opposite ends of a seesaw. The stages nobody wants. Stage 1, 90 and above. That can normally be managed by your primary care physician. That GFR will be 90 or higher. Stage 2, 60 to 89. Normally primary cares can handle that as well. Stage 3, and that is divided into stage 3A and stage 3B, has a GFR of 30 to 59. And stage 4 has an eGFR ranging between 15 to 29. Stage 5 is less than 15, and after that, sometimes dialysis is very close if that is a choice that you have made. Now here's something that really breaks my heart. Many people don't even discover that they have kidney disease until stage 3, and sometimes even stage 4. Not because they ignored their health, but because nobody took the time to explain those particular numbers to them. Most people don't meet a kidney specialist because they felt sick. They meet us because the lab work finally caught up to the damage. Now let's talk about something that people have never heard, or some people should I say. For years, race was included in the eGFR calculation. If you were Black, the ratio often gave Black people a higher estimated kidney function. The reasoning was because they felt that Black people had a higher muscle mass, therefore producing higher creatinine. Sounds scientific, but there was a problem. People are not averages. Imagine two patients, same age, same kidney function, same creatinine, but one person's kidney kidney score appears to be better simply because they're Black. That actually happened. Some Black people looked healthier on paper than they actually were. And the problem with that is they got later referrals. They were not getting listed on the transplant list as timely as their counterparts' office. They weren't reaching the actual nephrologist office until later. And later matters because kidney disease does not wait. Eventually, nephrology organizations took another look and race was removed from the equation, giving Black people years back on the transplant list. So that means if they currently had been waiting on a kidney for 3 years and they should have been diagnosed 2 years prior to that, they gave them back that additional 2 years, which put them at 5 years, which conceptually puts them closer on the list to receiving a kidney. Because race is not a kidney function test. And many people felt that including race in an estimated GFR created additional health disparities. A mathematical formula should never become a barrier between a patient and a life-saving measure. There's another thing. Creatinine is not enough. eGFR is not enough. You also need a urine test because some people have perfectly normal kidney function tests or kidney function numbers. However, they're leaking protein into their urine. And protein leakage is one of the earliest signs of kidney disease or dysfunction. I've seen patients celebrate a great creatinine number while their urine was telling a completely different story. Kidney disease does not always show up in your blood first. Sometimes your urine tells the truth before your labs do. So here's what I want everybody watching this video to remember. Know your blood pressure, your blood sugar, your creatinine, your eGFR, urine protein, especially if you have diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, or a family history of kidney disease. Because kidney disease is often whispering long before it starts screaming. I've sat with patients making the decision to start dialysis. I've sat with patients waiting on transplant lists. I've sat with families hearing life-changing news they never saw coming. And if I could tell every one of those people one thing, it would be this. Don't wait until your kidneys are begging for help before you take notice. Your kidneys will whisper way before they scream. The question is, will you listen while they're still whispering? If this video helped you understand your kidney numbers, subscribe, share it with someone that could use it, and follow along. Because on this channel, The Neighborhood NP, we share knowledge about kidney disease, health disparities, chronic illness, and caregiver burden. Knowledge does not prevent kidney disease, but it gives you a chance to fight back before it's too late. I'm Erica, The Neighborhood NP, and until next time.